whether he's going to speak French or not. Okay, and the journalist would ask him a few questions, maybe about his family or something, and then he would ask, how is your French? Do you plan to speak French at the show you're going to give? So people were very nervous about that, and recently another rock group, Arcade Fire, they won a Grammy Award. I think it was 2 weeks ago or something, and they are from Montreal, but they are English-speaking rock group. And when they won the Grammy, they thanks Quebec in French. So people thought, oh, that was very nice. But then some other people, some English-speaking newspapers said, well, okay, that was very nice, but maybe they should be allowed to sing at Saint-Jean-Baptiste. Saint-Jean-Baptiste is the National Day of Quebec. But usually there is a debate over whether English-speaking singers should sing at this celebration, because it is normally it would be for French Canadian. But other people say, no, it's Fête Nationale du Québec, so everyone should be included. So language is always an issue, okay? Even in places where you don't expect it, it's going to be an issue. And if you have anything to do with anything remotely related to public life, you should be aware of that language is an issue. And if you're in a situation where language is not an issue, maybe someone will underline the fact that it is not an issue, so it is going to be an issue anyway. So we will talk about all this tonight. And the first thing I will go around would be to look at the next slide. And this is the Pyramide des Âges, means the graphic of the age distribution in Quebec, which is very different from the one in Iran, I guess. Here you have the baby boom. We call those people the baby boomers. I'm about around the youngest of the baby boomers. I'm 48, and I have 3 older brothers. They're all baby boomers. We had a big family. It was just after the war, Second World War. And so I will probably be biased tonight into talking about things about baby boomers. And some people get annoyed because baby boomers in newspapers and media, they take a lot of space, and sometimes the younger people are annoyed by that. And after the baby boomers here, they call this generation the X generation, for lack of a better word. Those are the children of the baby boomers. Maybe Jean-Christophe is one of them, I don't know. And after the X generation, they call it the Y generation, and guess what? Maybe the Z generation is the next one. They don't have very interesting name for the various generations. So I will talk about the music that was very popular in the 70s that people can still refer to today. I will try to make links among the things that I will talk to you tonight, so that it's not just a bunch of names and dates and data, and I will try to make links to whatever is going on today, nowadays. Okay, and then so what we could talk about is, I don't have a slides for that, but geographically, there is rivalry, you will have to sometimes help me with my French. Rivalry, okay, between Montreal and Quebec. So Montreal is a big city, as you know, and Quebec, maybe as you know, is a small village. No? I'm from Montreal, that's why I say that. And this is also a constant. It comes back over and over again. This tension between Quebec and Montreal. And in Quebec, sometimes they they are annoyed by the fact that newspaper and media talk about all the time about what is going on in Montreal. Well, we have 1/3 of the population in Montreal, so maybe there's a reason for that. And right now, we hear a lot about the mayor of Quebec City, whose name is Régis Labon. He wants, after the 400th anniversary in 2008, I told you about it earlier, there was a lot of attention put on Quebec City, and it was fantastic. And then they tried to move on with that, and there was this hope that maybe the Olympic Games, the Winter Olympic Games of 2020, I don't know, would come to Quebec, but it was refused, so that was a downer. And then now what they are trying to do is to have a hockey team from the National Hockey League in Quebec City, but it doesn't seem that it is obvious that it's going to happen, but they're trying very hard, and now they want to build an arena for that team that is not existing yet. So I don't know what is going to happen. And there is a movie about this thing, about this rivalry between Montreal and Quebec, which is called Québec Montréal. Or is it Montreal Quebec? I don't remember. It's not a fantastic movie, but it just comes to my mind right now. So, and once in a while I will mention a few movies you can watch also. Okay, so we will go around the year from January to December what Québécois do during the year. So in winter, next slide, of course you have all the usual winter activities. This one is maybe less known. It's little houses that they build on the lake or a river, and the floor, there is no floor. This is just the ice, and they make a hole in the ice, and they fish. Yes, the fish. It's named La Pêche aux petits poissons des chenaux. But of course you can ski, racketing, sleeping ice water or whatever.
Snowshoe.
Oh, snowshoe. Okay, thank you. Next slide is about the most biggest winter festival in the world. This is in Quebec City. It's Carnaval de Québec. This is the what's his name? Bonhomme Carnaval. Sometimes Québécois behaves like children, so they like that kind of figure. And recently, again, there was a controversy in the media about this Bonhomme Carnaval. He appeared on the front page of the McLean magazine, and what were they saying about? They were saying bad things about Quebec that I don't remember exactly. Oh, it's just slipping in my mind. But they took this image because it's a symbol of Quebec City. So it's a very famous festival. It has been on since the 19th century, and there's more than 1 million people attending every year. So it's a big thing. Next slide. Oh, what is this? Oh yes, a St. Patrick Parade. The Défilé de la Saint Patrick. This one is in Quebec City. So you have it in every 17th of March because there is a lot of Irish people around. After that, you will have, after having done your income tax return report, your 2 income tax return if you living in Montreal. You probably know this is the most typical. Every tourist book will have this. It's la tire d'érable that you put on the snow, and it's sweet. And then if you eat at la cabane à sucre, probably everyone knows that, I guess. You will get to eat eggs with sirop d'érable, and ham with sirop d'érable, and beans with sirop d'érable, and more sirop d'érable. It's not good for your health, so don't do that. And after that, this is in Montreal. This is called les tam-tam. You have Avenue du Parc going this way. It's just down the mountain. People gather there It's been on for years.